Morning, we're on board one of your beautiful yachts. Which one?
Yes, we are on board the 35 Meter Puro. We are currently in the Bridge Lounge. This beautiful yacht is designed by Giorgio Cassetta from Italy, and she is one of our latest model series.
And that's another one right behind us.
Yes, you are looking through. We have two 35 Meter Puros here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. And essentially, they are the same in layout and majority of the interior decor, but what they differ is one is equipped with twin MAN engines, the other is twin MTU, showing our versatility in equipment options. And one has a beach club that generally is more appreciated by an American audience, and the other is equipped with a tender garage that is essential in the European market.
Why do Ocean Alexander customers say they choose your boats over all the different options they have?
So in 2028, we'll be celebrating our 50th year. So the first model launched in 1978. They are built in Taiwan, and they have been only built in Taiwan at our central factory and yard. That history lends itself credibility. We started with small 38-foot, 40-foot trawlers, and that sea kindliness, the durability, the being safe in harsher conditions is still a hallmark of our builds, even as we've grown exponentially in size. So a lot of times clients step on board and they ooh and ah at the beauty and the luxury and the amazing finishes that our yachts contain. But Ocean Alexander is very cognizant that you are still at sea and you've got loved ones on board, and conditions can change on you in the blink of an eye. And so you'll notice all of our cabinetries have sea locks. We have stainless pot holders on our induction cooktop that always throws people off. The exterior spaces, you'll see grab rails still in places. Our stainless handrails on the exterior, they're very robust. They're oval in shape. They're more difficult to fabricate, but the ergonomics of it and the safetiness of it, it makes it a requirement for us. So I think a lot of owners end up choosing Ocean Alexander, not just because we suit their needs for yachting, but they also understand that we are building to a more rigorous standard and we're providing them that peace of mind.
It's a boat.
Absolutely. It's a boat.
It's not just a beautiful piece of architecture.
We like to combine both of them, and I think Ocean Alexander does it very well.
Right. So when they do purchase, what other types of yachts do they typically step up from?
We kind of see a whole range. And actually, we see it from both ends. We see clients that step up from a smaller yacht, and we even see clients that move down from a larger yacht. So for the clients that move down, maybe they own something, 130 foot, 140 foot, but they're finding themselves getting into slip restrictions, or just, the ability to go into places with a smaller draft, and just having that flexibility. And in our higher range, so the 35 Meter Puro, the 37 Meter Legend, and the 35 Meter Revolution, we've really designed and maximized the layout and utilized every inch of space possible. And those three contain huge amounts of large yacht details. So we'll see clients that have a 130 something and a 140 something, and they walk on board these yachts of ours, and they're very surprised, pleasantly surprised, that the amenities that they've gotten used to are still affordable and included in a smaller size package. So we see people stepping down in that direction. For people coming up, we actually, I think about 10, 15 years ago, it was very common that you would see like a 5-foot jump. So someone that's got a 60 would move up to like a 65, a 66, and then they might move up to a 70, 72. So they made small increments. We're seeing huge jumps. We're seeing people that have 60 foot, 70 foot cruising yachts, motor yachts, and that will jump all the way over to 80 plus just in the single purchase, because they're using their boats. They realize that they love being out on the water, and they don't just need one extra cabin. They want 2 extra cabins. They don't want to just be able to do a weekend jaunt over to Bimini. They want to take a whole week and go up the coast. So we're actually seeing quite a jump for a lot of our current new buyers.
So for customers out there, they don't have to have gotten to a 75 footer to
Absolutely
be
not.
able to make the step up.
No, definitely not at all. And also, A lot of times people that have 60, 70-foot yachts already have a captain. They've already got a crew, someone that they're working with. So we don't see a lot of owner operators that make the jump right away, because that is a big shift and change, going from an owner operator to a yacht that you have captain and crew for. And honestly, we have a handful of boats that I know of, our 27-meter range or 28-meter range, that are owner operators. There are owners out there with lots of experience, and they prefer to take control of their vessel when it's underway. But when they get to a marina, they hire a wash crew, they get some extra help, things like that. But majority of our owners have a full-time captain, have a great stew, and the boat is maintained for them, because it's a huge investment. So you want someone that you can depend on that's going to maintain that for you.
For sure. So cost is a factor for many buyers. On your smaller yachts, what kind of what does it cost to get into the boat and then to maintain it on an annual basis?
Sure. So, I mean, the basic rule of thumb is 10% of the yacht's retail that is going to cost you to maintain. And that's fuel, insurance, marina fees, if any, your captain, your crew costs, things like that. So it's not just a maintenance fee. It's 10% is kind of your overall for just usage of the vessel throughout the year. So our entry is the 27-meter Revolution or 28-meter Legend, and it's going to be right around the $10 million mark. So that translates to 80, 88 feet, 92 feet. So right now, that's the smallest we build. We don't have anything under 80 feet in range. And like I said, when our owners are jumping up from 60, 70 feet, that's kind of a ballpark price that they're very comfortable and familiar with anyway. So we don't see that as a cost barrier to get into our products whatsoever.
You have 3 different series. Could you just give us a run through of what the differences are?
Absolutely. So we have our Legend series, our Revolution series, and our Puro series. The Legend and Revolution are designed by Evan K. Marshall. He is an American designer based out of London. And the Legend kind of alludes to what it is. It's our traditional Ocean Alexander. It's based on the traditional Ed Monk style hull. So it's got the traditional lines and the rake that you're accustomed to seeing on an Ocean Alexander. It's not so much a Carolina flare, but you're going to kind of see that similar wave as she moves through the water and as she cuts through. Interior wise, it's going to be a bit more traditional. It's kind of just our legacy, what Ocean Alexander has always been known for and what the owners love us for. And then the Revolution, the first model was a 90-foot Revolution that debuted in 2018 at Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. And that's also designed by Evan K. Marshall. And she has a vertical plumb bow. And so what that does is gives us an immense increase in volume on the interior. So with the Revolution series, the main deck, you have your owner's suite on deck with a incredible spacious ensuite. The galley, the salon layout, all of it is just incredibly spacious because the beam carries forward for so far. And your lower deck staterooms are also going to be extremely spacious. And the Revolution series has been hugely popular for us. And the interior is a bit more contemporary. Evan really wanted to kind of create a penthouse vibe for that particular series. And so as you step on board, you'll see things are more squared off. It feels like you're in a penthouse with incredible water views. The Puro that we're on is designed by Giorgio Cassetta. And Puro for us, it's Italian for pure. So for us, the design philosophy was really, how do we take the classic ideas and the classic beauties of a yacht and incorporate it in such a way that she fits anywhere in the world. So this Puro could be moored in Hong Kong. She can be in the Med. She can be here in Fort Lauderdale, and she's not going to look out of place. The interior does feel a bit more European. The furniture is going to be a little bit lower. The touches are a little softer. You'll see a lot more curves throughout the yacht, and those details are hugely more difficult to fabricate and build as a builder. But you'll notice even in here on the hull windows, the stainless that wraps around them are curved, where you might expect a 90-degree angle to show in the bulwarks in a stateroom are curved just to kind of soften the feel and just make the space feel really comfortable. And those are kind of the three main series that we have to try.
Last question. If you had a map of the oceans of the world and you located where all the existing ocean Alexanders are, where would you see the concentration?
Oh, the concentration by far is Pacific Northwest. Like I said, we're coming up on our 50th anniversary, but when we first started exporting out of Taiwan, they went to the West Coast United States. That was the closest location. So up in Washington State, down through Oregon, and even down into California, you're going to find probably 85% of the ocean Alexanders in existence. Where are you going to find all the ocean Alexanders that are 90 feet and above? Entirely in Florida and the eastern seaboard. So West Coast has more ocean Alexanders. East Coast has all of the large ocean Alexanders, with just a handful of exceptions. And then we do have a smattering of ocean Alexanders in Australia, and there are some amazingly maintained trawlers that found its way over to Europe throughout the years. But the majority of it, I would say 95% of the OAs are all in North America.
So you still have oceans to conquer.
Absolutely. That's what we're heading to.
All right. Well, thanks very much for your time today.